Today on ELN Morning.
The news ticker is back. After 5 months, we turn it back on here on ELN Morning. And we're getting ready for spring break.
We have what you need to know about this week's weather, saving money on gas and saving room in your suitcase.
All that and more.
ELN Morning starts right now.
Good morning, Elon, and thanks so much for joining us. I'm Cami Banky.
And I'm Megan Gittleman. This morning, students and professors are back in class with internet access. Wi-Fi in McEwen, Shar, Steers, and Long, as well as Philo TV across campus, was down for 2 hours, while many members of the Elon community were in 1:40 p.m. classes. The cause of the Wi-Fi outage was a construction crew at McEwen Dining Hall accidentally drilling into a fiber optic cable.
More than a dozen 911 calls have been released from the shooting at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, which killed 17 people. 1 month after the shooting, students in Parkland and across the country walked out of class Wednesday to demand stricter gun laws. Here at Elon, students, faculty, and staff gathered in front of Alamance at 10 a.m. for a moment of silence for each victim. Rachel Ellis was there.
Joaquin Oliver, known as Guac. Joaquin Oliver plays basketball.
Instead of staying inside a warm classroom on a chilly morning, some Elon students, faculty, and staff are bundled up outside of the Alamance building, taking a stance against recent gun violence in Parkland, Florida. Elon freshman Scotland Goodman is from Davie, Florida, about 30 minutes from Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School.
I knew people affected. I knew family, friends. I know people who were killed, and for me, I knew that being so far away was hard.
Goodman says the tragedy near her hometown inspired her to organize a campus walkout at Elon. She says planning the event has helped her cope with being away from family and friends in Florida.
I need to do something that, made me feel comfortable here and made everyone else feel comfortable, like they were making a difference.
And while Goodman was concerned about the turnout for the event, she was impressed by the response of her community.
I was thinking about how powerful even just a small group could make.
Junior Michaela Collins, another event organizer, wants to see future conversations about gun violence at Elon.
We don't want this to be a one and done kind of thing. Like, we want students to be involved. We want students to feel like they have a stake in the issue.
Goodman, on the other hand, wants lawmakers to have meaningful conversations about the issue.
I just wish we were being heard by the politicians. I hope that they start to understand that this is something that's happening, and it's going to keep happening until they do something.
Rachel Ellis, ELN Morning.
The Elon walkout organizers are planning an open forum on campus this April.
Some exciting basketball is coming up for the Elon women's team. Our Miles Garrett is live in studio to tell us what's in store for the Phoenix. Miles?
Have you filled out your March Madness bracket yet? Well, the NCAA women's basketball tournament is set and ready to start, and you won't have to travel too far to see the Phoenix play. Elon will be tipping off against NC State tomorrow afternoon at 2:30 in Raleigh for the first round. Most experts have our ladies as the underdogs, including former President Barack Obama, who released his predicted winners yesterday, and can you believe it? He picked the Wolfpack. Thanks, Obama. Regardless, there's still a lot of reasons to feel good about our chances. Just ask senior Shea Burnett. She led the Colonial Athletic Association in assists this season and was also named the CAA tournament's most outstanding player. We also can't forget about fellow senior Malaya Johnson. She scored over 1,000 points in her career. Not too shabby. So if you have some time before you catch some of that spring break sun, head on over to Raleigh and watch the Phoenix on the national stage. If you can't do that, give our Twitter a follow at SportsENN for all the updates. Megan and Cami, back to you.
Thanks, Miles. If you're still around campus and driving next week, you'll have to go around one of Elon's main streets. A section of North Williamson Avenue will close over spring break.
Crews will block off the road from downtown Elon to Circle K gas station to install new water and sewer lines for the expansion of McEwen Dining Hall. And according to Google Maps, the detour route, which will use West Lebanon Avenue, will add 2 minutes to your commute. And with spring break one day away, we'll tell you where to fill your gas tank up before your road trip without emptying your wallet.
And we're heading outside to Citroen Plaza as the ticker comes back on first on ELN Morning.
All right, welcome back, Elon. We are on Citrone Plaza with the School of Communications Dean Paul Parsons and the Chief Information Officer of the university, Christopher Walker. On Tuesday, the Board of Aldermen in the town of Elon voted 2-2 to have the ticker on display facing downtown Elon.
Mayor Jerry Tully voted to break the tie to have the ticker turned back on this morning. Dean Parsons and Christopher, thank you for joining us.
You bet.
Gentlemen, will you do the honors and turn on the ticker?
Yes.
And wait for it.
It takes a moment to warm up.
Yeah. Are you excited to have it turned back on?
We really are. We're excited about the fact that students can be coming and going from classes and see the latest news.
Yeah.
And there it is! Woohoo!
Amazing. All right, well, thank you so much for being here. And we also have Brooke Wivike out here in Citrone Plaza to give us the weather for spring break. Brooke?
Thanks, guys. Now, clearly it's a little loud out here, but it's also a little cold. When I was on my way here, it was 20 degrees, but now it's getting up there. It's back in the 40s. It's only going to continue to warm up, too. We're supposed to get into a high of 63 later in the afternoon and lows in the 40s, so don't forget to bring your jacket if you're headed out late tonight because it's going to drop back really low. Looking ahead to your Phoenix 5-day forecast, it looks pretty nice for Friday and Saturday with highs in the 60s and lows in the 40s and 30s, but there is a chance of evening storms on Saturday, so that kind of makes me feel like spring might be on the way. Also on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, it is going to get cold in the 50s and the 40s, and it's also going to rain on Sunday and Monday, so that's not looking great. But hopefully you're headed somewhere warm for spring break. Hopefully you're headed down south to Florida because the weather in Florida is beautiful, whether you're going to Daytona, Orlando, wherever you're going, it looks like highs in the 70s, beautiful. But headed up north, not so much. It is going to be freezing. You're just still going to be seeing the effects of the nor'easter. So hopefully you're headed south, and if you're headed north, don't forget to pack your jacket because it might be spring break, but it doesn't feel like spring quite yet. Back to you guys.
Thanks,
All right.
Brooke.
All right, thanks, Brooke. I'm really glad we're back inside.
Me too.
Wow, it is so cold. All right, if you're taking a road trip this spring break, our Selena Guevara is live in the studio with gas prices from around the area.
Thanks, guys. If you're planning on hitting the road this spring break and are on a college budget like me, I did some research to help you guys fill up your gas tanks without emptying your wallets. Now, if you look at this map of the United States, you can see that we're actually in luck because a lot of the places at around within driving distance of Elon are green, which means they're a lot lower than some of the other like gas prices in California, in the West, that sort of places. And right now at Elon, gas does cost $2.37 at the gas station on Haggard Avenue. If you're staying in the area, that's really only a 5 to 7 cent difference between that station and the average cost in Burlington, Greensboro, and Durham. The only place to avoid filling up is downtown Raleigh, where it gets a little bit pricier. We're in the southeast region right here, and South Carolina actually has the lowest average gas price in the country, in the state. So if you're heading towards Atlanta, you might want to stop at Greenville for $2.23 right off of I-85, or if you're heading down towards the coast and the beaches, Charleston is a really cheap place to fill up there. If you're going north along I-85 on your way to DC, south of Richmond is going to be your best bet. If you miss it, be sure you fill up before you get into the DC metropolitan area. And then if you're going beyond DC, Newark, Delaware is going to be the cheapest place to fill up before you get to some of the more expensive places like Philadelphia, New Jersey, and New York area. So that's going to be showing up right in this green area right here. Newark is where you want to be filling up before it gets more expensive. In Philly, the gas is $2.70. That's a lot more expensive than Newark, you can see, or even Elon and Richmond. And if you are needing to fill up no matter where you are, you can save a few cents by going a little bit away from the freeway. The stops right next to the on-ramps tend to be about 10 to 15 cents more expensive than the pumps that are in town. So if you're willing to venture a little bit farther, you might be able to save some money. Whether you're going on a road trip with friends or just visiting family to go back home and relax, stay safe on the roads, guys. Back to you, Cammie.
Thanks, Selena. And Grace Morris is going to be here in the studio with some tips on how to make the most out of one suitcase as you pack for break.
Whether you're flying or driving to get to your spring break destination, packing everything in one suitcase can help you save money and space.
Grace Morris is here in the studio with more. Grace, let's get packing.
All right, so spring break starts tomorrow after classes.
Whether you're going someplace warm or someplace a little bit cooler, I have some great packing tips for you to help you maximize your suitcase. So everyone knows that the best way to pack up your clothes in your suitcase is to roll them. But I'm going to teach you how to organize your outfits in a roll and even more maximize the space in your suitcase. So let's get started here. So first, once you've picked out your outfit, we're going to start with a t-shirt here. So I have this t-shirt here and you guys have your t-shirts. And you're going to lay it out on the floor or a table flat like this. Okay. And then take whatever kind of pair of pants you want. You can use shorts, you can use leggings, you can use jeans, pants, whatever kind of pants you want. Fold them so that they're long like this.
Just in half?
Just in half.
Okay.
And then make sure the top of the pants lines up with the collar of your shirt here. Just like that. And then, like you're folding your laundry, just fold over the sides of your shirt over top of your pair of pants like that.
Okay.
All right, and now here comes the fun part. So you're going to take a pair of socks that you have, and that can be long socks, it can be ankle socks, any kind of socks that you have. Long socks work a little bit better just because you have more space. And now take the toes so that they touch just a little bit and place them at the top of the fold that you've created here, right?
Okay. Oh, you want to put them both over each other?
Yes, just like that. And then we're going to roll everything together. So try to make it as tight as you can.
So what kind of outfits work best for this? Because I feel like this might wrinkle more delicate fabrics.
It might wrinkle your fabric a little bit, but I would say t-shirts and jeans work best for this. But you could use a flannel, you could use anything. And so take the socks now and then fold them over top like this.
Okay.
Oh. And that'll just keep everything together like that. So then you've got some nice rolls that you can put into your suitcase and help pack for your spring break to maximize the space in your suitcase.
I'm going to have to work on this later. I'm not quite the expert that you are, but thank you so much for showing us this.
Yeah, excellent. All right, so that is all the news that we have for you today. Thanks so much for joining us. And for all the news that you need to know when we're not on the air, be sure to check out our website, elonnewsnetwork.com.
And be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Elon News Network.
Have a great day, Elon, and have a great spring break.